So we got Mary's house and she don't look rich. It's just so junky. So Mary, you are going to have an Italian cooking class night with Italian streetwear because you don't know what these girls are wearing. What are you wearing and why is it wrinkled? Their stuff isn't wrinkled. Their wigs aren't matted. You know nothing of style. Mary didn't invite Jenny, but none of us like Jenny either, so that's fine. Across town, Meredith is getting her hooves done. Jenny's joining? I think I'd rather look at Sissy Marks. I'm sorry, Twink Marks. Twink Marks. So she invites her to Vale and says, I ain't talking to Jen and Jenny ain't talked to Myrrh. So Meredith is like, Mary takes a lot of time to get to know. She's not a very trusting person. So we'll have you two sit down and hash it out at Vale. I don't think Mary gonna be friends with Jenny. I'd leave them two on the opposite sides of the house. So Heather meeting with her niece because she don't want to be Mormon either. She realized Mormonism didn't work with social justice, so they had to go. Her husband cute. After the commercial break, Felon Shaw and her charlatan Sissy go snowshoeing, enjoying their last few moments of sweet, sweet freedom. This footage is so good. This heifer really talking about I had to sacrifice so much time with my kids for my businesses so my employees would have something today. So this was all for your employees. Bump them kids, your employees. Jen, all this quality time you spending with Omar is because you got wind them charges about to be dropped and you like, okay, let me hug my baby while I still can because when I get out, he gonna be grown. Jen said Stewart is more than a business partner. You're right. He's your partner in crime and a co-defendant. So that is more than a business partner. After that, we head over to Mary's event, and you call this Italian streetwear? Those boots are from 8 seasons ago, and nobody would wear those in Italy because they're much too high. Italy is very subdued. Now, the jacket I can see. Did this heifer really come in a jean? A whole jean. A whole jean talking about Italian streetwear. They don't wear jeans. That's not their thing. That's American. You could have put on a cute pant and that blazer and just the blouse. The scarf is too much and doesn't go with anything. Throw it away along with that wig and you might have looked okay. You might have looked like Italian streetwear, chic and stylish. Instead, you look like Mary, garish and gauche. Okay, the venue's tables are cute, but oh God, that rug from the 90s, throw that away. Ooh, that rug came from somebody grandma's house. So Mary is critiquing where the forks are supposed to go, even though nobody cares. But that crap on your head, oh my God. Was it so matted you just thought, okay, I'll put some oil and a whole bunch of detangler in it to try to comb it through? Ooh. Are you trying to do the Nicki Minaj wet look? Oh, Lord. Jen show up wrapped up in an Italian flag with thigh-high patent leather hooker boots on a scooter with her sissy. These are some flashy felons. Jen, you look like a kid wrapped in a flag running around at the San Gennaro Festival. And why do you have on a beret? Those are French. Now, Meredith understood the assignment. It was sleek, it was chic, a little sexy with the back out. It could have just been a regular leather jacket, but it was cute. But it took me like a good 5 seconds to stare in at the screen and figure out if that was Lisa or Meredith. They got some single white female going on with them faces. Then Jen Shah got on this sweater that looks like a Simon board. Remember Simon where you'd have to, tap the little lights and colors? The government gonna tap that ass though. Looking at Meredith be so uncomfortable standing next to Jen and Mary, it's just so funny. Cause her laugh is fake anyway. Now it's just very much a Steve Urkel. Oh, can I do that? Oh, she does have that Urkel tenor to her voice. And Jaleel was just playing. Mary wants to punish Whitney for not answering her phone call fast enough, so she told her to come in mafia streetwear as a punishment. I don't think Whitney will care, but it's this type of passive aggressive stuff that keeps you out of the group. Okay, now we in the car with Heather and Whitney, and Whitney's filling Heather in, and Heather says, I got a different invitation. But honestly, I feel like your mafia look is so subtle and chic. It could be Day Street wear. That's a beautiful brunch outfit. It does give, my husband might have you whacked, but it is so elegant and classy and it looks so good on you. This backfired on Mary, who looks like shit. And now she looks like cold shit compared to you. Heather, this orange is working for you. Heather literally just put on an outfit from one of the pictures Mary sent. She's like, look, you ain't gonna yell at me. I'm gonna say, see, I'm wearing the same turtleneck. Mary upset, you skipped my joke. You skipped my joke. Well, it was a bad joke. That's why it got skipped. And now you look like the fool because you were like, ooh, everyone wait for Whitney to show up. And then she shows up looking better than you. Honestly, Mary, it looks like Jen got the invitation you sent to Whitney. But now Lisa's here in some Gucci pants that do nothing for that flat ass. So Mary gives the girls some aprons now that they're all together, and they thought they were Louis Vuitton. Mary said, no, I just had them printed up and put in some fake Louis Vuitton bags. I'm so stingy, I'm keeping all the money I fleece from my flock for myself. Jenny, you really sitting home by yourself doing your own cooking class since Mary didn't invite you? Child, you just would have caught me reading the book. You can tell she's sad she ain't invited. You're like, damn, I thought I was going to be part of the show. You're just not giving, honey. Mary is still going in on Whitney about not returning her call. Mary, she was going to get the details from production. Y'all ain't that close. I wouldn't want to call your incoherent ass either. You just ramble. But now Jen asked Lisa, how was the kids' charity event last week? And she said, well, this was a launch for Fresh Wolf. And then Whitney said, sorry, I had to miss it. And now Mary said, wait, I wasn't invited. And Jen said, I wasn't invited either, so it's fine. You weren't invited because they didn't want you to come give a big donation that they would then have to refund because it's going to be seized by the government. They know that check ain't gone clear. Mary said, I'm used to it. I ain't invited to anything because you're an ass. Because you're unpleasant and awkward to be around. Jen said, well, my feelings are hurt that I wasn't invited. No, your feelings are hurt because she brought up that sis that exposed you. And Lisa gonna say, Jack did the guest list because it was his event. So really, you gonna put this on your child. Now that's just ain't shit. Now Jen mentions, well, Whitney sent product to the guy that I was having issues with, and you brought that up at Angie's event, so I just assumed I would be invited, since she was invited. Whitney said, he tried to do a collaboration, and I said no. Now, I can't stop him from buying product and promoting the brand, but that wasn't on me. And Whitney asked Lisa, why would you ask Jen if her feelings were hurt? That's planting a seed from the beginning. Whitney is calling Lisa out. Dialing direct. Meredith said, look, sometimes you're invited, sometimes you're not. We adults, it should be okay. Jen said, it just feels weird to me that you would ask me if my feelings were hurt because she sent the product, but then invite her to the party. So whose side are you on? What you trying to pull? Get her alone so that way she can bring another bone back to me? See, Lisa Barlow is trying to be Lisa Vanderpump, pulling puppet strings, keeping her hands clean. That wasn't my intent. Yes, it was. Jen said it just seems disingenuous the way the guest list shook out. Well, this event was about my kids. I invited Whitney as an olive branch. Then why wouldn't you have Jen there, her friend? So Lisa says she's not talking about it anymore, and Jen says, well, just say you're sorry. So Lisa gives her a little apology, and Mary tries to get the group together with the toast. At least she's trying to do something because you just been sitting here for a minute. Now, Mary gonna say she don't like Jenny because Jenny spreads gossip. Jenny ain't been on enough episodes to spread gossip, much like yourself. You don't like Jenny because you know Jenny gonna replace you. Okay, now Mary and Whitney getting into it. Whitney, you could just be quiet and let Jen speak for herself. You do pipe up a lot. So Whitney is trying to explain, oh, Jen's just offering you some support. Mary ain't trying to hear it because she wants to hear it from Jen herself. And now these two get in over who's talking over who. But Whitney will not back down. Oh, Jesus. So Whitney don't like her calling her little girl. Mary gonna say, that's a compliment. No, it ain't. Well, I guess you just don't know Mary, which is why you didn't call me for the event. You are just too self-important. You can go. You're not gonna yell at me, little girl. This is why nobody invites you anywhere, because it did not take all this. So Whitney's been pushed to the brink. She's like, no, I'm gonna go, because I'm the one who's had your back the most. I love you. Well, act like it. Oh, Whitney has, because she actually associates with you. I mean, barely, but more than most. So Meredith goes out with Whitney to the foyer to calm her down. Jen's trying to calm Mary down. So Mary's been cussing Whitney out over text message. That's probably why she didn't call you back, boo-boo. And now Meredith brings up the bizarre conversation she had with someone from her congregation. So Meredith said, what was that all about? Whitney said, well, her cousin thinks that she wields the power of God, so you can't piss her off. Meredith said, wait, the cousins believe that? She said, yeah, the whole congregation. So Meredith brings Whitney back to the table and asks for some peace, and Mary says, well, you didn't even get my side. You just ran to whip. If you have the power of God, then why your wigs look unholy? Heather tells Mary she is way out of line, but we can't get through to her, so let's just get through this dinner. Mary told Whitney, I don't think we really friends like that, so you can't be screaming at me. My coot don't scream at me. He's too old to raise his voice. And your kid don't care enough about you to yell at you. Whitney said, okay, Heifer, if you want to tussle, let's tussle. Because you know these girls like to tussle. Now we're all getting ready to head to Vail. Well, not all of us. Mary said she's flying private to Vail. Girl, you getting on Greyhound. With them wigs don't say I fly private. So everybody getting on the bus, and here come the gin. Here come the gin. And here come the judge. Here come the judge. Now, what do you think Jen knew, and when do you think she knew it? Do you think she knew the call was coming at any time? Because she looked constipated. But the phone rings, and Jen says, I gotta go. Gotta go right now. Gotta go to jail. So she get off the bus, take her phone call, and Sharif Sr. is supposedly in medical distress, so she's gotta run. Now, Heifer, you on the run. So everybody's like, well, should we go? Should we stay? We want to support our friend. Jenny's like, I want to go. Shoot, I came on here, ain't barely got no scenes. I want my free trip, Heifers. 12 minutes after Jen Shaw left, though, we've got Depopo. We're looking for Jen Shaw. So Heather's the one with the courage to ask the police, what's going on? We're hearing Jen's name bounced about. It was Sissy Stewart that called and said he was getting arrested. That's why she got out of Dodge. Sissy Stewart. So they gonna call Sissy Stewart to see what's up. Really? You gonna call her business partner? Fascinating. For once, I agree with Lisa. Heather said, should I call her and let her know they just came? Lisa said, I don't think you should. Just not getting involved. Well, that was the shit. They gave us an hour and a half, and it actually was not that bad.